Also tonight, the Clarence community mourning the loss of a very brave 30-year-old man.
Andrew Byers, a decorated Army captain from Clarence, was killed this week while serving his country overseas. As 7 Eyewitness News reporter Paul Lasuro tells us, Byers was born a leader.
One family isn't just blood. In fact, family, it really has nothing to do with blood. It has to do with people who are there for you in the worst of circumstances and at the worst of times.
Family. That's what Roman Newell considers close friend Army Captain Andrew Byers, who graduated from Clarence High School. 30-year-old Byers was one of the 2 U.S. service members killed Thursday during a battle with the Taliban in northern Afghanistan.
I just remember him smiling a lot. I remember him just being a very optimistic person that could always find the best in the worst circumstances.
Circumstances Newell is familiar with. He says he met Byers about 10 years ago at the United States Military Academy in West Point, where they developed a unique bond.
Relationships in the Army, you end up all over the place. Some of the situations that we were in are certainly the worst of circumstances and times. So those people become family for life. You don't forget those people because they remember things that nobody else in this world could possibly relate to. And I think that's kind of the epitome of what that brotherhood is like.
Epitome of brotherhood and hard work. This is the long list of awards Byers attained during his 8.5 years in the military. In 2007, he received top honors from the New York State Assembly during his junior year at West Point.
He was great at making other people great, which is what made him so impactful and so profoundly missed.
The Department of Defense says both Byers and Sergeant First Class Ryan Gloyer, who also died Thursday, were stationed in Fort Carson, Colorado. Fort Carson officials say it's never easy to lose part of their military family and will keep the men in their thoughts and prayers during this time.
Whoever came in contact with him became a better person because of who he was, and I think that alone speaks volumes about his character and how he lived his life.
In Buffalo, Paul Lasuro, 7 Eyewitness News.